cheese for some gum.
I'll trade you all my
I want
M&Ms.
gum. Oh, I want some
M&Ms.
Hey guys, I've got this great idea.
Matt, I'm tired and I want to go home. Besides, Halloween Havoc is about to start.
Look, you have been picking houses all night long. Now it's my turn.
Yeah, that's only because we ended up with 2 pieces of last year's Christmas fruitcake from the last one you picked.
Yeah.
Whatever house you pick better be good.
Good? You want good? This will be better than good. This one will be great. And I want that. Cool.
This place is creepy.
What are you guys, babies or something? This place ain't that bad.
Well, look at it, Matt. It looks like it's haunted. Let's just go home and watch Halloween Havoc and forget all about this one. We've got plenty of candy already.
Well, who cares about candy? I came here to see something scary. Cool.
I think I hear Mom calling.
Sisters, what a pain. Who brought her?
Hi, kids.
Wow, it's Tony Schiavone. Hey, shouldn't you be at the pay-per-view?
I have a helicopter waiting to pick me up in a few minutes.
What's that smell, Tony?
It's my wife. She's baking cookies. Would you kids like to have some?
What kind are they?
Only a kind a mother could make. Why don't you come inside and have a bite of her cookies?
We have enough treats already. We came here to see something scary.
You want to see something scary? I'll show you something scary. Come inside. So, you kids want a little fright in your night, huh?
Gee, Mrs. Schiavone, how did you get up there so fast?
Don't you kids know? All things are possible on All Hallows Eve. Frightening, chilling things like spin the wheel, make the deal. Just one haunting spin will lock Cactus Jack and Vader in combat when it lands on one of its many ghoulish, haunting matches.
That's not gonna be scary. If you can't come up with something better than that, we are leaving.
Okay. I've had it, all right? You guys want to be really scared?
Get a load of this.
Let's get out of here!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Halloween Havoc 93, coming to you from historic New Orleans, live from the Lakefront Arena. 8 explosive matches on this card, 4 title matches. Sid Vicious will be taking on Sting, and of course, as you can see behind me, The Wheel. 12 of the most dangerous matches in the history of the sport. Vader, Cactus Jack, spin the wheel, make the deal, but right now let's get down to the ring to Tony Schiavone and Jesse the Body Ventura. Thank you very much, Eric Bischoff, and a happy Halloween. I am Tony Schiavone to be joined by Jesse the Body Ventura. Was that you pretending to be a bat, pretending to be me? I've never been in that house before.
It's me, Tony, but I know you didn't have any idea who I was, did ya?
Not at all.
I'm Bourbon Street's #1 gynecologist.
Let's talk about the big event, and of course, let's talk about Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal. Second time for Halloween Havoc, but Cactus Jack and Vader will lock horns. Who knows what match it'll be?
We have no idea what the match will be, but you can bet it's going to be a good one, Tony, because it's Halloween Havoc, and anything can happen on Halloween Havoc. Gooses, goblins, you name it, it can happen, and it's going to.
We could have an I Quit match, a dog collar match, a barbed wire match, a cage match, one spin of the wheel later on, and it will.
Tony, you're heating up for Halloween Havoc.
Let's go to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first contest of Halloween Havoc 1993 six-man tag team action set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing team number 1, first from Harlem, New York, Kane Cole, Harlem Heat. And their partner from Dodge City, Kansas, 303 pounds, the Equalizer.
Look what's going to happen. Rip their face off. Rip it off. Rip it off.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents at over 400 pounds, the Shockmaster. From Atlanta, Georgia, 313 pounds, Ice Train. And from the Chippewa Reservation, Red Lake, Minnesota, Charlie Norris.
Well, we begin Halloween Havoc with a tremendous six-man tag team matchup. And I tell you what, Jeff, we got some beef in there, some big guys to begin things here at Halloween Havoc.
Well, as I said in the opening, Tony, it's heating up, and you know your temperature was rising a little bit. You were up about 101 degrees.
Well, that's the way I get during Halloween, as we are set to go. Did you like my costume? Do you like my costume?
Yeah.
Set to go, and
They say it's the greatest form of flattery. I'm not sure, looking at you, Tony.
oh, you think I look like you? Tremendous crowd on hand here in New Orleans. You take a look at the Shockmaster, Ice Train, and Charlie Norris on one side. And these three guys who were on WCW Saturday Night last night, new World Tag Team Champions as well last night on WCW Saturday Night, so lots going on. Yes, Too Cold and Bagwell will come into the match later on as the World Tag Team Champions. And also,
It just goes to show you, Tony, anything, and I mean anything can happen in WCW. Who'd have thought Too Cold and Bagwell would come into Halloween Havoc the champions? Go ahead.
well, I thought they would because of their previous 2 wins over the Nasty Boys, one official, one unofficial. We'll also talk about a ruling that's been made by the WCW International Board of Directors. Later on in this program, it has to do with the Ric Flair-Rick Rude match as they go back to the ropes now. It's Cole of Harlem Heat against Ice Train. Every time I see Ice Train, Jeff, I'm amazed at the size, upper and lower body, the thighs, the calf muscles on this gigantic man. And I tell you, usually Cole of Harlem Heat likes to get things started quickly, but he's very tentative here.
Well, he ought to be tentative. Ice Train he's like a big green monster, if I can call him that. He's got all the potential in the world to be a tremendous wrestler, but he's still in that rookie stage. He's going to make mistakes, but he tries to make up for it with the superior size and strength that he has. And you saw him drive Cole to that mat like nothing. And look at the look on Cole's face getting up. He's talking it over with Kane of Harlem Heat, trying to figure out some way through Ice Train.
Neutral position, into the neutral position, and the knee found its home, and the elbow on the back of the head. Big forearm shot. Maybe a mistake here as Cole tries to pick up Ice Train. He's going to return the favor. Oh, big slam. And a tremendous clothesline.
And Cole's rolling around. He's over to a corner right now. His best bet maybe is to tag out. Yep, he's reading my mind. He gets Kane in there. Give him a shot at the ice train. Look at the traps on that guy, Tony. He don't have no neck. Remember that year baseball? Remember No Neck Williams?
Walt Williams played for the Chicago White Sox.
Yeah.
You sure do.
He's got the same upper body structure as Ice Train.
Look at the power of Ice Train. Taking Kane of Harlem Heat not once but twice.
Into the hammerlock. How'd you like my costume, Tony?
That's only a costume Jesse Ventura could wear, I guess. Up on the middle turnbuckle. Hey, we've just begun a Halloween Havoc. And this big six-man tag, Charlie Norris. Tremendous Native American athlete. And into the eyes, into the chin, to the throat area. And a tag made. We haven't seen the equalizer yet, but down goes Cole of Harlem Heat. Once again, it goes back to who can function or what team can function best as a team. It's going to win this match.
Well, six-mans always get out of hand at some point of the matchup. You've only got one referee, and he's got six bodies in the ring to try to control. And this is the first big match in Charlie Norris's career up the ladder. And there's the tag. Whoa, look at the roar for the Shockmaster.
The big guy is in. Nearly 500 pounds of him. Holding onto the arm. And you talk about one of the most, look at that. Agile. When he gets in the ring, big guys you'll find.
Wait a minute now, Tony. I'm sorry, but you can't sell me on agility. He's looking good right now, but I saw him spill drinks on you. I've seen him trip over ring barriers. I've seen him fall through screens.
I said when he gets in the ring, Jesse.
Why is that?
I don't know.
I mean, outside the ring, the guy's a klutz. He's an oaf. He's a danger to children.
Good teamwork here by Norris, Ice Train, and Shockmaster. Fans, as the drama unfolds for Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal, hopefully we'll get a chance to go back to the dressing room area and see how Cactus Jack and Vader are getting ready for this match of matches between these two men.
And they finally got the Ice Train off his feet. Now you're getting a little Harlem Heat double team action in there. A side slam, a double side slam. Whoa, look at the press out by the Ice Train.
Well, this is good offense right here by Kane because he went right to the offense, and now the equalizer comes in for the first time in this match. 6 of the biggest men you'll want to find in one six-man tag to kick things off here. In a night where we will decide 3 titles. We will maybe decide, at least in someone's mind, that being Sid Vicious, who's the franchise in WCW, and then, of course, Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal. Headbutt. The equalizer. Shot.
Equalizer's working over the Ice Train. This is the first time we've seen the train in any trouble. Whoa! But he drives the equalizer head first into the net. Equalizer, not your classic former wrestler. He's going to make mistakes because he ain't sure what he's doing in there all the time.
Ice Train close enough to make a tag, but he decides to go with the offense here, and now he goes to the corner, makes the tag after he gets a hold of the equalizer. Also, fans, we have advertised Ricky Steamboat against Yoshi Kwan. We do understand that Kwan has suffered an injury, so it'll be Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff against Ricky Steamboat the Dragon still to come in this event, and that should be a tremendous kind of rematch from our Clash of the Champions back in August when Steamboat became the World TV Champ.
And you can bet Mr. Wonderful's chomping at the bit for that one, Tony.
All right. He wanted Shockmaster, don't call me Uncle Fred, and he got him, and he runs right through the equalizer. Again, the mess that is the Shockmaster. Oh my! He picked up the equalizer, and that's no easy
body slam by the Shockmaster. He's got to weigh 400, 450 pounds. There's the tag to the ice train, and look at this double team on the equalizer. Double elbow, down he goes to the mat.
And now Charlie Norris gets the tag. Tremendous teamwork exhibited here. Norris, ice train, Shockmaster, cover of the double chop, 1, 2. Then we get a save from Cole of Harlem Heat. The referee admonishing both members of Harlem Heat, especially Cole. Charlie Norris turned his back on his opponent, and that was a critical mistake, Jesse.
Well, Charlie Norris started paying attention to what's happening in the opposite corner. Oh, and there he runs into the big foot. And then a charging clothesline by the equalizer. Norris is in trouble now. He made the mistake. He took his eye off the man inside the ring and got caught up with the guys in the corner. You can't do that in a six-man tag.
Well, a little indecisive move that time. I thought at first, there's the chokehold. He was going for the chokehold at first, but he decided to make a cover. And Norris kicked away easily on that. Now the double team. Now we're getting some good teamwork from the other side. Double clothesline. Driving the knee right to the sternum.
And Norris is going to wish he was back at the Mystic Lake Casino playing blackjack.
Boy, the fans are really into this match, and we've just begun. We got a tremendous crowd on hand at the UNO Lakefront. A pickup and a slam down. And now, this tremendous athlete, one half of Harlem Heat, taking command of this match. Maybe wasted a little bit too much time up top.
Well, Charlie Norris had enough reaction time to see him coming, roll out of the way, and there's the tag. The Shockmaster. And what do you, don't call him Fred?
Uncle Fred. He's hitting everything in sight. But a gouge to the eyes by Cole. The big guy holds his ground.
Bear hug.
The big bear hug.
Whoa.
He's got him.
He wins it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the first contest, the team of the Shockmaster, Ice Train, and Charlie Norris.
Well, the match is over, but a fight's still going on. Shockmaster and Equalizer are going at it. Look at this.
The Shockmaster and the Equalizer. The Shockmaster got the win over Cole of Harlem Heat.
A big clubbing forearm, and that's it. Here it is again, Jess.
Let's go back to replay. There's the big bear hug by the Shockmaster. He's having a lot of success with it. Drives him down into the mat. Gets the victory, Tony. And the six-man tag match, 1, 2, 3, goes to the Shockmaster, Ice Train, and Charlie Norris.
Two referees for Ric Flair and Rick Rude later on, and with our special second referee standing by is Eric Bischoff.
Thank you, Tony Schiavone, and you are absolutely correct. We will indeed have two referees in this critical matchup with ravishing Rick Rude and Ric Flair. And joining me now, Terry Taylor, the man who was chosen by the WCW Board of Directors to be that second referee. And Terry Taylor, let me ask you, a lot of people wanted the job that you have. Why did you politic so hard? Why did you want this opportunity?
Well, thank you very much. This is not a Halloween outfit. I really am going to be a referee. And people say, why, Terry, do you want to be a referee in a match of this magnitude? That's exactly why. Ric Flair, Rick Rude, they hate each other. They both want that gold belt. They want the prestige. They want to prove they are the man. Is this the end of an era with Ric Flair and the beginning of another one with Rick Rude? We're going to find out tonight. And the thing that makes me feel so good that I've done a lot of bad things in the past, and I think everybody out there knows it. Here's a chance for me to do something good. I'm going to make an unpopular decision, maybe, or maybe make a popular one. I'm going to call it right down the middle. Take it away, General Custer.
All right, let's get back to the ring to Tony and Jesse.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by the Assassin from Tampa, Florida, weighing 251 pounds, Mr. Wonderful
an added dimension to this match, and Steamboat's got to be very cautious now.
And look at the assassin, how svelte he looks, in terrific condition.
Hey, he's one of the,
Obviously, he's been training with Mr. Wonderful.
he's one of the baddest apples this sport has ever seen, and he's keeping Paul Orndorff focused.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 241 pounds, Ricky Steamboat, the Dragon.
They are standing in the audience.
You know what, Tony? Ricky Steamboat's the only guy I know that doesn't have to get dressed up for Halloween. He's a lizard year-round.
There you see him, and wherever you are, in your home or maybe at a friend's home, watching Halloween Havoc, good to have you with us. One of the most spectacular entrances in WCW is this man right here. And here we go. Oh yeah, Ricky Steamboat and Paul Orndorff in a one-fall matchup. Part of Halloween Havoc, Jesse. You'll recall back in August when we were in Daytona Beach at Clash of the Champions, our live telecast we have, and the match was for the television title. Orndorff was the champion. Steamboat was the challenger.
And here it goes, Tony, the chance of Paula. You can't even hear yourself think. Try to continue if you can, Tony.
I was going to say, we all thought that was one of the best matchups in the entire program because of the caliber of the athletes. Steamboat in trouble early because he had his back turned to Orndorff, acknowledging the fans, and there he goes.
There you go, Tony. You said it right. He was playing to the fans instead of worrying about Mr. Wonderful.
Oh, tremendous back body drop. Up and down goes Steamboat, and Orndorff wasting no time.
And another good forearm by Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. You know, with the tough matchup Steamboat's had, and he's chopping his way back. He's had some tough matchups with Vader, the champion. I just don't know how much Steamboat's got left in him by the end of the month. You agree, Tony?
Yes. Snap him over in the chant of Paula. A good look at Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Steamboat, of course, after he beat Orndorff for the TV title. Look at this roll-up. 1, 2. No, sir. 2 count. After he beat Orndorff, oh my, for the TV title. Lost it to Lord Steven Regal, who will defend it in our next match against the British Bulldog.
The Dragon taking a walk outside the ring, trying to get his head back on.
Watch out. There's Orndorff. He got him. And head first to the rampway. Orndorff having problems with the referee. In the bottom of your screen, the Masked Assassin. And I can only wonder. Take a look at the slam. Jess, it's been very obvious that since Slamboree, our pay-per-view back in May, the Masked Assassin has a personal vendetta against one, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And now that we see he's out here with Paul Orndorff, you can only assume that there's something up, that he wants to continue a vendetta, and he may be using Paul Orndorff in that mindset.
I'll tell you how the Masked Assassin's here. The guy's the king of Bourbon Street. Anytime you go down there, you're going to see the Masked Assassin somewhere on Bourbon Street. Obviously, Wonderful found him, and what better experience to have in your corner facing Ricky Steamboat than the Masked Assassin. Wonderful climbing back into the ring. Steamboat been caught out on the outside for a long time now. Mr. Wonderful.
He has hit Steamboat with everything, and you can tell it, and you were right about the battles that Steamboat has had against Vader. Has it taken something out of Ricky Steamboat? They have been tremendous battles. Steamboat!
Look at that. He telegraphed that all the way.
Gosh,
gosh, Orndorff.
Steamboat obviously ain't thinking straight because Mr. Wonderful seen that coming a mile away, stepped out of the way. Steamboat comes in hard, chopping away. Good-looking belly-to-back suplex by Wonderful. Wonderful's got it going, cradles him.
Still has him. Look at Orndorff. He wants it right now. He wants to end it all.
Why not? You get paid the same whether you wrestle 5 minutes or 20.
That's right, but paid more, of course, if you win. Into the ropes. Leapfrog by Steamboat. He hooked the arm that time. Down goes Orndorff, and Steamboat stays right on that arm.
Excellent move by the Dragon.
Nick Patrick checking in. Steamboat took quite a beating early on, and now seems pretty much back into things here.
Well, Steamboat slowed the pace down, working on that hammerlock. I'll tell you what, Mr. Wonderful isn't real popular here in New Orleans, is he?
The Dragon. Back on the arm.
Hooks that hammerlock with the feet and falls back with it. Then twists it back around and drives the forearm into that tricep.
Now uses all of his weight to pull back with a hammerlock. We talk so much about Ricky Steamboat being the high flyer. He's content right now with staying on the mat with Paul Orndorff. But he knows as well as everybody as long as Orndorff can move, he is never out of it. He is one of the greatest Orndorff is athletes the sport has ever seen. Tremendous crowd on hand here at the UNO Lakefront Arena, just outside of New Orleans. Good to have you with us wherever you are for Halloween Havoc, the WCW October tradition.
Steamboat hanging on to that arm bar, putting the pressure on the shoulder socket. Look at him jive talking Mr. Wonderful in there. You think he's calling Impala to his face?
He may be doing that. Orndorff loves to be intimidator, and the fact that the assassin is at ringside with him makes him even more intimidating.
Fire off by Wonderful. Drop down a second time. Third time. Steamboat crossbody.
Orndorff got out of it, but Steamboat right back to the arm. And he's calling for the break as Nick Patrick. Orndorff's in the bottom row, but Steamboat's not letting up.
Absolutely. Do you ever see a clean break out of the Dragon? Not very often.
Well, yes, I have many times, as a matter of fact. But not right now.
You must have been watching 10 years ago at the start of his career. Look at Steamboat trying to drag it to the floor now. Wrestling's meant to be kept in the ring. Look at this. He's going to use the post. Now, why ain't this a disqualification?
Yeah, he's going to give him a 5 count now. And the assassin.
You just stay back.
The referee telling the assassin to stay back.
And look
Watch
at
out.
that. Here comes Steamboat right over by us. He's going to continue the punishment into the post again. Should be disqualification, Tony.
The rule is head first to the ring post, you get disqualified. That's the rule. And you know the rules.
I know the rules.
And the assassin hovering over Orndorff.
And I suppose if Orndorff did go in head first, then Steamboat had cried. He did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. I was only trying to blast his shoulder into the post. I just don't like Steamboat.
Well, I can tell. Orndorff to the outside here in a tremendous amount of pain, and Steamboat looking over the corner of the assassin. I can only wonder what this unification of the assassin and Orndorff is really up to here.
We had a great wrestling match inside that ring until the Dragon decided to take it to the floor. And look, here he comes again.
Steamboat's had enough.
Enough of what?
Enough of Paul Orndorff. Again, shoulder to the top rail.
Wonderful may not get back in the ring after that one. And who could really blame him? No, Now look at, he's grabbing the referee.
Steamboat's like a madman.
Find a way to condone that, Tony.
Well, Jess, I
He
can't.
put both hands on the referee, threatened him. What's the matter with him? Wonderful, trying to call timeout. Oh, and then snaps his arm.
Steamboat has worked on this arm of Orndorff extensively. An elbow. And again. And Orndorff trying to counter by pulling the hair.
And look at that, Steamboat splitting the fingers. That is totally illegal, Tony.
Well,
You've got to have the hands together.
You're right.
I have never seen the Dragon Ricky Steamboat so flagrantly turn into a rule breaker.
Well, the onslaught by Paul Orndorff early on and the tremendous animosity these two men have had over the past couple of months just built up in Steamboat here.
I personally think it's because the Dragon knows he can't win any other way.
I don't believe that at all.
Why would I expect you to? You believe in Santa Claus,
Yeah.
yet you don't believe in what I said, huh?
Orndorff measured him but missed the elbow. Steamboat up, clotheslined him down.
Another clothesline.
A Ricky Steamboat we've never seen before.
And look at Mr. Wonderful. He's had enough in the corner. I can't believe it. Of course, I can't blame him. As blatantly as the Dragons breaking every rule in this matchup, Orndorff, in my opinion, has tried to wrestle scientifically.
Driving a knee.
Why is it you won't say when your favorites break rules? Tony?
Because you say it for me, Jess. Why do I need to be redundant here?
But you're notorious for repeating what I say.
Steamboat fires back.
Another big chop by the Dragon.
Orndorff just crawling down the steps along the rampway here. Steamboat continues his onslaught, and he's hit Orndorff with everything.
And yet Mr. Wonderful somehow manages to fight his way back to his feet.
That's because he's a great athlete.
Let's give Orndorff a lot of credit here, Tony.
I would agree with that, Jesse.
Everything Steamboat's done, he split his fingers. He's rammed his shoulder into the post outside the ring. Steamboat's done everything he can, every imaginable move he can to try to win this bout. But Mr. Wonderful keeps coming back for more.
Oh, he hit his head on the apron. He turned to look at the referee, and Orndorff now laid it in on Steamboat.
And look at the second win by Mr. Wonderful. You know how you're running that 5-mile race, Tony, and you feel terrible after 3 miles, and all of a sudden the wind comes back. And that's what Mr. Wonderful's feeling right now.
Oh, my goodness! Over the safety rail. He hit shoulder first on the concrete around the first row. Ricky Steamboat, the Dragon, who hit Orndorff with everything, and now Orndorff pulling on the head, dropping down. Steamboat trying to get back in.
I'm going to tell you what you don't want to hear, Tony, but Steamboat's getting what he deserves right here. He's the one that took the match to the floor early on.
You're right, Jesse. He's the one that took it to the floor,
And now the shoe's on the other foot.
you're right again.
I'm getting right too often here.
Orndorff very confident now. 1, 2 count only.
both went up for, it looked like cross bodies. And they caught rib to rib in there. Oh, are they in pain, Tony?
What a tremendous matchup we have seen. These two men going to the floor, hitting each other with literally everything. And now both men trying to get to his feet.
Orndorff's in the better position. He can see the Dragon.
1, 2. He's on the rope. The referee saw it.
Whoa! Mr. Wonderful within an eyelash.
The referee kicking the feet of Orndorff.
No, 2 count.
He kicked out. Outside.
And again, Steamboat initiates taking it to the floor.
The fight goes on. Steamboat to the midsection. Whoa, this is an exhausting matchup. Atomic drop!
Right back into the ring.
And now, the Dragon. Big chop! Orndorff picks away in 2. Oh my!
What a great instinct move there by Mr. Wonderful. I thought the Dragon had him. Big chop by Steamboat. Trying to follow up Orndorff's groggy. A double chop puts Mr. Wonderful down in another cover.
And a 2 count. Desperation move that paid off for Mr. Wonderful.
Both of these guys are hurt now. Oh, Wonderful's going for the pile driver.
There he is. He's got him up. Steamboat fighting. If he connects, it's over. Steamboat. Orndorff.
Oh, what a move by Wonderful.
He bridged out of it. Steamboat now trying for a backslide here. Orndorff takes him over. Steamboat has Orndorff. The catapult.
Oh! Right into the buckle. No!
Did he get it?
No!
No.
2 count.
Oh my. Oh, what a match.
I thought he had Mr. Wonderful there, Tony. Belly to back. He's not going for a cover, though. He's going up to the top. Could be a mistake.
Flying body press. There's no referee. The assassin's got turn around. 1, 2. He
Kicks out.
He kicked out. Steamboat says I had him, and he did. The masked assassin utilized right there by Orndorff. But Steamboat drives a shoulder in. Orndorff kicks away.
And again, a tough 2 count on Mr. Wonderful. Big shoulder by the Dragon. He's going to cover him again. 1, 2. Orndorff kicks out again. How many times can he do it?
That's the question.
Big chop into the buckles.
A physical encounter from the opening bell. Both men, you got to give them credit, Jesse. Both men are giving it their all here. Steamboat could have won the match had it not been for the...
And look at this.
Oh, my. Steamboat went over the top.
Steamboat deserved everything he got. He manhandled the referee again.
The assassin, he's putting something in his mask. He put something in his mouth. Steamboat's out. the mask assassin loaded that mask, and Steamboat, he's not going to get back in. Come on, Ricky, pull up.
8, 9, 10, it's over. Wonderful wins without a count out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, as a result of a countout, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
As a result of a loaded hood.
As tight as that mask fits on, how can he stuff anything in there with that big fat head?
Hey, he did it, and I hope we can see it again. Now look at this, Jesse. What's he doing here?
It's Halloween. Who knows what he's doing? Big headbutt to the back of the cranium on the Dragon. Ricky Steamboat knocks him cold out to the floor. Mr. Wonderful with a big victory on a countout over the Dragon with a little help from the Masked Assassin.
You look pretty good tonight.
So do you.
Thank you
The best you've looked in years.
Thank you very much. We're going to talk about the World Television title in just a minute because we are set to go with that one, but
Your beard's coming off.
let's talk about for just a second the gold belt. As you may or may not know, the WCW Superstars will be going to Europe, primarily the UK and to Germany next week, beginning next week. Many of them will take off tomorrow night for that big tour. The WCW International Board of Directors has sent down a memo that was received in our offices in Atlanta just the other day saying that they do recognize world title, Rude's gold belt, as a world heavyweight title. Therefore, we must, in following with the WCW International Board of Directors being international promoters worldwide, we must recognize it also. So tonight, Rude and Flair will wrestle for not only the gold belt like we've been talking about, but for what is designed and what has been described now as a world heavyweight title.
Well, you went through all that. I've been recognizing it all along. You didn't need to do that on my account,
Well,
Tony.
so have I, and so have the fans. But coming up next, two men from Great Britain will do battle for the world television title.
You know, that mustache looks bad, too.
Let's go to the ring area.
There, now you look good.
It's a match for the world television title. You know, we've talked about animosity and the animosity with Ricky Steamboat, the Dragon, and the animosity between he and Paul Orndorff coming to light there. Well, Jesse, he calls him a commoner, he being Lord Steven Regal. But regardless what you say about the British Bulldog, he is one tremendous athlete.
He's a tremendous athlete, but Lord Steven's exactly right, though, Tony. He is a commoner. They have a class system in Europe, and the British Bulldog, he's down on the street level with the street cleaners and Jack the Ripper and people like that.
This match is for the world television title. Take a look at our great crowd, and of course it's Halloween time as the world television champion, Lord Steven Regal, makes his way to the ring area.
Well, I always tell it like it is, Tony, and I'll tell it now. As we see Lord Steven heading to the ring, there's a little girl named Jade in Minnesota. Her favorite wrestler's the British Bulldog, so his popularity goes all the way to Minnesota.
There you go. Jesse, we talked so much about this match being the power against the complete mat wrestler. Send him to the tower, let's say to the British Bulldog. Set to go, the World TV title on the line. Let's go to Michael Buffer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the WCW and Halloween Havoc continue. This is the Battle of Britain, and it's for the World Television Championship. Your attention, please. This match will be one fall with a 15-minute time limit. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action is referee Randy Anderson. And now let's meet the combatants. Introducing first, wearing the red with blue and white trim. He is one of the most dangerous fighters in the world, and he comes to us tonight from Manchester, England, weighing 270 pounds. He's the challenger. He's the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Spear. And his opponent across the ring wearing the blue trunks with red trim, weighing 18 stone, 2 pounds. He's the Euro Tag Team Champion and former British Commonwealth Champion from Blackpool, England, accompanied by his manager, the infamous Sir William. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the World Television Champion, Lord Steven Regal.
One fall, 15-minute time limit for the television championship, and already Lord Steven having a lot of negative things to say about the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. And he's looking our way. I don't think he likes the way you're dressed. I don't think he likes anything about anybody.
I think he maybe needed a physical from me before the matchup. I could take his heartbeat, you know, Tony.
Get your hands off my chest, please. All right, the British boy, is he looking great? The British Bulldog and Lord Steven Regal set to go. Yes.
Look at Lord Steven doesn't even want to lock up with him. He doesn't want to soil his hands touching that commoner.
Well, he has to, and if Lord or Sir William has anything to do with it, that umbrella will come into play, and Steamboat can tell you all about that.
Look at this. Look at Lord Steven. He's complaining about the grease and the grime all over Davey Boy's body.
Davey Boy so far being very, very smart to stay in the center of the ring, make the champion come to you.
And a nice duck under move right there by Lord Steven into a wrist lock, but he's having trouble with Davey Boy's strength.
As we talked about, Jesse, we knew he would. And Davey Boy trying to spin out of this. And does. Look at that counter move.
Twisting around on Lord Steven. We should see some great European moves in this matchup. Look at that, another nice duck under by Lord Steven. Takes Davey Boy over with the pressure, and Smith has to go with it, flips over onto his back. You either go with that move or you lose your arm, Tony.
Since arriving in World Championship Wrestling, the British Bulldog has been quite a popular athlete. He's been a man that we've talked about and been in all of his power, but look at it, the ability as well.
And now what you got here is a classic psychological thing here. You got the commoner, Davey Boy Smith, trying to show up the aristocrat. Oh, and look at that nice step over. And you see how he stepped on the arm and then simply grabbed the wrist. Made it look easy. I'll call the play-by-play here, Tony. You look like you need to get your mustache put back on.
Once again, the British Bulldog.
You're the only guy I know, Tony, that can grow one in a matter of seconds. The British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, against Lord Steven Regal for the World Television Championship here at Halloween Havoc, WCW from New Orleans.
Whoa, my goodness. The British Bulldog again showing his agility. Collar and elbow tie up. Back to the ropes now. Oh, and a cartwheel.
Whoa!
He made a mistake. Don't turn your back on the British Bulldog.
Yep, because he'll sneak one in if you do. Lord Steven wanted to show his agility. Davey Boy Smith laid in the weeds for him. When Lord Steven turned around, he monkey flipped him.
And because of it, Lord Steven Regal is going to slow things down here even more. Hey, the British Bulldog has come to wrestle. We thought it would be a man trying to get his power moves in against a man who would try to mat wrestle him, but the British Bulldog has been content with mat wrestling here. Arm drag takeover, taking the Bulldog down. Are you surprised?
And back to that wrist again. Lord Steven working over that wrist of Davey Boy Smith. Smith with a flip on his own, steps underneath, good reversal. And look at that, Lord Steven snap mare. Whoa, and Look at these reversals back and forth between the two of them.
Davey Boy Smith. Oh, he took him over. Good move by. And Davey Boy Smith reversal again. Great wrestling by both men.
And Sir William's not happy, and he's letting the referee know about it.
Well, Lord Steven has always said, I'm the greatest scientific wrestler in WCW, and I'm not so sure.
Did we see some moves and counter moves in that last exchange, Tony? Lord Steven stepping in behind, grabbing that chin lock. See, Davey Boy's got the wrist, Lord Steven's got the chin, and then back into the arm bar.
And now a cravat.
Cravat, I thought that's a wine comes in.
No, it's a cravat. European cravat is what that move is called.
Oh.
And I asked Lord Steven Regal about it. I said, what do you call that? And he wouldn't tell me. So I
used to
asked
get
Sir William.
Ripple wine in a cravat.
You did. The ropes over the top. Whoa! He elevated him with the feet that time, and then he fell down on top of the British Bulldog. And now.
And look at the Bulldog stepping onto that hamstring. He's got Lord Steven in a predicament here. He's stepping on both hamstrings. He's got the feet hooked inside the knees. Nowhere for Lord Steven to run to now. Look at Sir William. He wants to get in there and help out. This would be the gentleman thing to do.
This 15-minute match is the first of 3 title matches we have here tonight. And of course, Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal in the franchise match.
And even more importantly than that, Tony's growing his beard and mustache back. Right during this matchup.
Oh, the beard and mustache are easy. It's the bald spot on top of my head that was difficult.
Uh-oh. He's going to roll back with him with this one. Uh-oh. Lord Steven's in major trouble. Look at Davey Boy doing a little leg press workout with him. Nowhere to run on this one, Tony.
The Bulldog prepared for this match, and he turned his head, looked away from his opponent, something we've seen the last 2 matches. That's been a cardinal mistake for 3 consecutive matches now, Jess.
Well, it's easy to get distracted in the ring. Look at Lord Steven. He's having trouble walking. Them hamstrings have been stretched. Oh, and he gets kicked right in the chest.
Ducked his head. Now the Bulldog. Flying body press. And a 2 count. Now the Bulldog again. Oh, the knee got up to the midsection. He caught him coming over the ropes.
Excellent move there by Lord Steven. But he's hurting. He's going for a quick cover on Davey Boy.
Snapped him over. Oh, form of the Regal roll. A 2 count.
The Regal roll, which he got from Edouard Carpentier, the flying Frenchman, used to use that move, Tony. Look at this move now by Lord Steven. Puts the shin right into the midsection, hooks the head, ties up that arm. Look at Davey Boy, he's gonna submit.
No,
he's calling the ref in.
I don't think so. I think he's calling for fan support to get behind
What's
him
he
here.
gonna do, hit the ref, call him in and hit him?
No. But no doubt about it, Davey Boy Smith is in trouble. Sir William trying to get the fans to be quiet. Hit the top turnbuckle. And now, Lord Steven Regal. 1, 2, got a 2.
And Lord Steven's taking control here, Tony, real well. European uppercut, follows it with a high knee. Another European uppercut and another high knee.
Tremendous combinations here by the champion, Lord
He's
Steven.
knocking the snot out of Davey Boy.
In a manner of speaking, yes. You think of a better term?
It's pretty descriptive.
Uppercut. The British Bulldog, as you can tell, is in trouble. And Lord Steven Regal now cranking on the head again.
And look at him, he's got the knee down in the abs. He's teaching Davey Boy right now, you got to do more sit-ups, Davey Boy.
Come on. No. Got him, the swine.
He's got him, the swine. You hear that? Lord Steven makes things look so simple in that ring.
Well,
That's why I love his style.
This has not been simple for him at all here,
No,
Jeff.
it hasn't, but he makes it look simple.
Sends the Bulldog in. Bulldog trying to get him over. He got it. 1, 2. And Regal to the attack. First man up. First man to get a blow in.
And again, driving the knee into the ab area. Tries for a cover. Davey Boy Smith too strong for that.
10 minutes gone by. There are 5 minutes remaining to
Do you mind? I'm trying to do a broadcast here. Would someone keep Sir William away from me?
No. Come on, you bloody.
Well, he is everywhere. And he's got it.
He said yes. No.
He's got that umbrella that he's used many times. And his man is laying it in right now. Look, he's exposing the ribs and pounding away.
Come on.
Bulldog trying to get out of this. Now this is what Lord Steven wants. Have him down, have him on the mat, have the advantage.
Well, remember something. If it's a tie, that's as good as a win for Lord Steven, because he retains the title, Tony. The champion, especially in the TV title division, can wrestle for a tie.
4 minutes remaining time limit. 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Because of the short time limit, you're right, and he may be putting this in the deep freeze air. The Bulldog needs to make his comeback now. And here he goes. Clothesline, far side. Goes after the champion again. Can the British Bulldog become the television champ? Oh!
Oh, and did he walk into that knee? And another kick to the rib area. You know what else I love about Lord Steven? No wasted movement in there out of him. Everything has a purpose. Look at him sinking in that half Nelson, grabbing the chin. This shows all the young kids at home, you don't have to be the muscle man to get the advantage. Lord Steven tying up the man with all the muscle.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
And there's no question about it now. Lord Steven is putting this in the deep freeze.
Lord Steven could have some tea and crumpets now with that one hand. He's got him so tied up.
I don't think so. The British Bulldog trying to get to his feet here. He got him up. The power, Davey Boy Smith, but he slipped.
He didn't slip. Lord Steven caught him with a short left hand to the guts.
You're right. You're exactly right. That's exactly what happened. He caught him again, but got a 2 count out of it.
What I tell you, Lord Steven doesn't waste moves in there. And look at, he's got the Bulldog tied up again. Sinking in that half Nelson crossface. If I was him, I'd grab those locks, those dreadlocks. You could hold on to them forever.
Well, that's
2
illegal.
minutes remaining the time limit.
What?
2 minutes.
Illegal.
Only if you get caught.
2 minutes, and the Bulldog's back to his feet. Going with the elbow. But he couldn't connect with the elbow. Oh, he's going to elevate him again. He's got him up. Last time he got caught with a short left hand. He puts him outside. Oh my, to the midsection again.
Lord Steven again comes up with the move when he needs it. Davey Boy with the superior strength, but in my opinion, Lord Steven with the superior wrestling knowledge.
2 count.
And 9 times out of 10, a great wrestler will beat a muscle man.
But you got a muscle man who can wrestle, as he showed us early, and you got a muscle man with a tremendous amount of heart right here. Look at this. He's up. 1, 2. No,
1 minute to time limit, 60 seconds.
1 minute to go, and the British Bulldog is back up and back in it.
The Bulldogs turning it loose. Catches Lord Steven with a big clothesline. Setting him up for a suplex, Tony. And Lord Steven brilliantly tries to roll to the apron.
Here he goes! Down goes Sir William!
30 seconds.
Power body slam.
He kicked out! He kicked out! The Bulldog thought it was 3, it was only 2.
15 seconds.
He better hit
10,
something here.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Pile driver.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The bell. He didn't get it, Tony. That's only a 2 count.
Wait a minute. Are we sure?
Absolutely. Time. That's right. Good call.
Randy Anderson asking for the belt.
What a match, Tony Schiavone.
You're right, Jesse. The arm went down. 1, 2, and then the bell sounded.
I'll tell you what, the Bulldog exploded at the end, but it was a little too late. He had the pinning combination, but the bell rang.
The time limit expires. The champion keeps his belt.
There you hear the official announcement from our ring announcer, Michael Buffer. A very disappointed challenger, but you can tell he's a pro and a great one. There'll be another day for the British Bulldog.
Let's go back to replay, Tony, and watch it right here. Wham! He hits the pile driver right there. There's about 6 seconds to go. He rolls on top. Referee comes diving over the top to get in position. There's the 1 count. There's the 2 count, and right there's the bell. The bell rang right there. No 3 count, Tony.
No 3 count is right, and it is a time limit draw. Lord Steven Regal holds on to the TV belt. We're all awaiting spin the wheel and make the deal. Let's go to Eric Bischoff for the spin.
All right, thanks, Tony and Jesse. And this is the one the world is waiting for. 12 of the most dangerous matches in the history of the sport. The WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Vader, along with Harley Race. It is time to spin the wheel and to make the deal.
Come, Vader. Give it a spin.
Texas Death Match. Spin the wheel, make the deal. Cactus Jack and Vader will be the Texas Death Match. Let's go back to the ring.
So there you have it, a Texas Death Match. Can you imagine Cactus Jack and Vader in a Texas Death Match, Jess?
Well, I don't have to imagine it. It's going to happen in a matter of moments. You know, I thought it was Bob Barker in Truth or Consequences. The Price is Right up there. We'll find out if the price is right for Vader and Cactus.
Well, as you saw, we are set to go with our next title match. It is for the U.S. Heavyweight title. One half of the Hollywood Blondes, Stunning Steve, making his way to the ring in a match where one Colonel Rob Parker has claimed that he was the man behind it all. He was the man that got Stunning Steve this title shot. He paid a lot of attention to Stunning Steve, a lot of it to the dismay, obvious dismay of Sid Vicious. But as one half of the Hollywood Blondes makes his way out here, I'm surprised that Flying Brian's not with him.
saw the sign, Stunning Steve, the wrestler of the 90s.
Now we await the arrival of the United States Heavyweight Champions. Oh, look at Dustin Rhodes. There's any man who has worked. Who's that? There's any man in this sport.
Tony, what's your wife doing here?
The fans of Dustin Rhodes everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with more Halloween Havoc. This match is for the United States Heavyweight Championship. The official assigned to be in charge of the action, referee Nick Patrick. And now, introducing first, wearing the black with silver trim, weighing 253 1/4 pounds, he's from Hollywood, California. He's a former two-time television heavyweight champion and a former tag team champion, along with a member of the Hollywood Blondes. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight he is the challenger. He's Stunning Steve Austin. And his opponent, wearing the white with red letters, weighing 261 pounds, from Austin, Texas. He's a second-generation wrestling champion. He is the current United States Wrestling Champion, known as the Natural. Ladies and gentlemen, Dustin Rhodes.
So take a look at our great crowd on hand. This is going to be a goodie, Jess.
Oh, yeah. Do you love Dustin Rhodes' outfit?
Yes, I do. You look
Can you
great.
imagine him wearing that in Texas? If that wasn't a gay caballero, what was?
Set to go for the U.S. title. You remember our last
sequins on your chaps, right?
You remember our last pay-per-view? We cut off your microphone. That could happen again.
You're threatening me with what do you work for, Janet Reno?
Oh my, set to go.
Well, she's out to censor TV. Now you're out to censor me.
That time Austin tried to open things up with a slap to the face. He connected. He wants to get Dustin upset. He feels, as Austin, that he has more experience than Dustin Rhodes, and that he can get really Dustin pretty
frustrated.
Upset. Frustrated. There you go.
There you go. This should be another great matchup. Should see a lot of good wrestling here. Back and forth, both guys into the ropes, jockeying for advantage. A little machoism going on here. Whoa, and he slapped him right in the face. That's one thing you don't do to a Texican, slap him in the face.
Dustin very smart here.
Like one of you guys could do something.
Austin taking his time getting back in. Second, I said 3 titles on the line tonight. I guess I can say 4 titles on the line, actually. With Rude's gold belt now being in a world heavyweight title, as you heard us say early on. Now, Stunning Steve going with the Boston Crab. Trying to roll Dustin over here, but Dustin just holding on. Oh, he took Steve over into the ropes.
Good leverage move there by Dustin Rhodes.
Stunning Steve goes to the corner. Now Austin, after going down the corner, looks very tentative.
Well, there's no hurry on this matchup. Neither guy wants to make a mistake early, get into trouble early. We'll find out who's got the strongest wrists and hands here.
Well, Steve apparently wanted to go for it, but then backed away from it. The elbow was on target, and Dustin goes down hard.
Good looking elbow by Stunning Steve. Half of the Hollywood Blondes fouls it up with a right hand.
Back of the head with a fist, and a warning from Nick Patrick of the clenched fist. And that really rang his bell.
Oh yeah, that's an old-fashioned rabbit punch, they used to call that.
And now a knee.
And Dustin's hurting.
Stunning Steve, as you heard Michael Buffer say, is a former television champion. He held the television title for 18 months.
That's the longest of any TV title holder, isn't it, Tony?
Exactly. 2 count. And when he was the television champion, when he was in singles competition, his move was the stun gun that focused and worked on the upper part of the body, and that's what he's doing here for Dustin. Going to the head, going to the neck, trying to weaken that upper part of the body, the head and the neck region. But Dustin counters with a snapmare takeover, and now pounding away on the top of the head.
And I wouldn't doubt that Dustin Rhodes would be the first one to start throwing closed fists. Beautiful move by Stunning Steve. Slips it right into a headlock. And counters with a fist of his own. What goes around comes around. Dustin wants to throw him. Stunning Steve will give him back to him.
Once again, back to the head and neck region goes Stunning Steve. But I wonder, of all the great singles matches Stunning Steve has in the past, over the past year, he has been primarily a tag team wrestler, and if it's hurt his singles competition, his ability in singles competition, we have to wait and see. Dustin has been, of course, Dustin's been a tag team wrestler too over the last year. He's been a tag team champion with Ricky Steamboat, with Barry Windham.
The main thing you got to remember when you're in there, Tony, and you've been wrestling a lot of tag team, is that when you get a little disoriented, you can't be going to a partner to tag out. And that's the mistake that'll happen.
Over the top, underneath goes Stunning Steve. A drop kick. And Stunning Steve slow to get to his feet. Boy, Dustin is always focused.
Head first into the buckle.
Well, let our fans know, of course, as we're bringing you this telecast on pay-per-view, it's also being brought to you on the Wrestling Hotline. And after our telecast tonight, Dustin Rhodes will be on the Wrestling Hotline post-game show, taking your phone calls, I do understand. So make sure you call the hotline after this event's over. Maybe you get to talk to Dustin.
This open, watch it.
You hear Nick Patrick with a warning to Steve. Backhand chop. It's out of the Flying Brian textbook right there.
Well, they were partners for a long time, and Stunning Steve, you're right, Tony, using that chop that Flying Brian is trying. Oh, he hit the knee and all the way to the floor. Man, oh man, what a shame if this matchup ends with a knee injury to Stunning Steve. And that knee's hurt, Tony. It could be over right here.
Yeah, and I would agree. What a shame it would be. Dustin stayed in the ring. Well, he reached down that time, but Stunning Steve's still in pain.
He may not get up from this one. Putting a little weight on it.
Oh, he's hurt. Unless he's
Maybe
going,
he just hyperextended it a little bit.
unless he's going to Flying Brian School of Knee Injuries.
What do you think, Tony? No one ever hurts Flying Brian? He never gets hit hard?
No, I'm sure he gets hit hard, but he has fainted so many leg injuries, it's hard to believe him here. And Dustin doing the right thing, Jess. You got to agree. Go to the knee. Go to the
Look
weak
at
part.
Dustin, the great sportsman he is. Stunning Steve holds the hand out, says, hey, can we go fair? And Dustin slaps the hand away.
Dustin going to the knee. This is a mistake by Stunning Steve. He got in close, enabling Dustin to go to the knee, and now Dustin right on the knee of Stunning Steve.
Picked him up, dropped it down on his leg, steps it into a toe hold, steps on the other foot, and Stunning Steve in trouble.
The complexion of this match changed dramatically when he hit the top of the knee and tumbled on the outside. Dustin content now with just hooking on and pulling on that ankle. And as he moves that ankle and that foot, that certainly puts enough pressure and enough motion on the knee to really hurt Stunning Steve here.
Watch it. 1, 2, 3, stay off the hair.
We're coming to you from New Orleans and the UNO Lakefront. As you take a look at our tremendous crowd on hand for Halloween Havoc. As we now know, it will be a Texas death match. I'm sure our researchers are looking up the rules for the Texas death match right now. We'll be able to give them to you right before that match gets underway. 3 more title matches. This is the U.S. title, still the World Tag title, and the World Heavyweight title to be decided.
And Stunning Steve caught Dustin Rhodes with a kick. I'm certain he didn't mean to get it low. If he did, it looked like it may have been a slightly low, though. That can happen, though, Tony. You've seen it in boxing matches. They get down and go for the body, and it ends up a couple inches lower than it should.
Head first.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You hear Nick Patrick telling Stunning Steve to get back. He is in the ropes. But a hobbling challenger is to the attack again. Oh, look at this. Using the other knee now. Pulls down the knee pad and drives the knee in.
And Stunning Steve buying himself some time. You know, Tony, where'd you get that feathered boa? That's one of the sorriest looking boas I've ever seen.
I don't know where this is.
It's not even full grown. You picked it early.
Into the midsection goes Dustin. Sends Stunning Steve in. Picks him up, but he hurt his knee. Amazing, he even got him up with the knee the way it is. He's trying to pull Dustin up. Oh my!
What a pretty move that was.
And that, I think, was a planned move. He knew Dustin would pull him back. He had Dustin start the move for him. That was a great move. 1, 2. Never seen that before, Jesse.
Excellent. Stunning Steve showing sportsmanship, trying to lift Dustin up. Dustin reversed it, threw him off. Stunning Steve was ready for it. Caught the ropes and came back down hard on Dustin Rhodes.
Into the jaw. Oh boy, combination. Look at this. Back and forth. Stunning Steve out. Dustin. Firing back. Stunning Steve may have made a mistake here. Up and down he goes.
Big back body drop.
The natural. One, two. He's out in 2. He's going with the bulldog. He said that's it.
He's got to hit it first before he can say that's it.
Here he goes. He got him. No, he did
Oh! Stunning Steve picked him up and straddled him across the buckle.
Give Stunning Steve a lot of credit. Jess, he saw it coming.
Dustin's gonna sing Deep in the Heart of Texas soprano now, Tony.
He may do that. And he is stuck in a lot of pain up on the top.
And Stunning Steve laying in some back fists, some elbows. Oh, and look at this. He's got Dustin's feet are caught on the buckle. Now's the time to work him over. Don't let him out of that corner. Oh, he's going to film him a little first. That was a little mistake, I think. I think he should have nailed him while he had him tied up in the ropes.
You may be right, but he's nailing. Oh, he nailed him now. The foot finding the mark, and that knee injury early on seemingly not hurting Stunning Steve at all now. One, two.
Dustin almost got away with one there. Hard right hand.
Dustin
Inside cradle.
No, 2 count. I thought maybe he got a 3 that time. Now to the inside. Austin was going for the stun gun, and Dustin. Two count again. Oh my! These two are going at it now. And he decked him with one hand.
And Stunning Steve rolling out to the floor, and Dustin's coming out after him.
And now back in. Now he picks. Oh, maybe the stun gun again. 1, 2, 3.
He got it!
New champion! New champion! Wait a minute, what? He's looking for the belt. And no, Nick Pendrick says, keep it going!
Why, if he counted to 3?
He was on the ropes.
Why did he count to 3?
We don't have the belt here, Steve.
Why did he count to 3 if he saw the ropes?
Dustin, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, man!
The winner and still champion.
Oh!
Well, Stunning Steve found the belt, didn't he?
He sure did. Dustin Rhodes is going to be a field.
Still champion and natural, Dustin Rhodes.
And showing great sportsmanship, he presented it back to Dustin.
Oh, yeah.
The hard way. Ha ha.
Stunning Steve is leaving with a belt. Dustin Rhodes. He's hurt. He's cut. He's bleeding. Look at this.
Oh, did he catch him with that belt right in the head?
Let's take a look at it again.
Let's go back to replay. There you see Stunning Steve grabbing Dustin Rhodes, slamming him down, goes for the cover. There's the foot on the rope. Now the referee counted 3. Why would he count 3 if he saw the foot on the rope? But apparently he did. Stunning Steve thinks he's won it. Here comes sneaky Dustin Rhodes. Hooks Stunning Steve in a cradle, and he does get the 3 count. Stunning Steve in search for the belt. Now he found it. Wham! And he delivers it to Dustin Rhodes.
Our next pay-per-view, WCW presents Battle Bowl. Saturday night, November 20th, live exclusively on pay-per-view. 32 top superstars will be drawn at random on the Lethal Lottery. The 16 winning men go to Battle Bowl over the top rope. The last man standing in Battle Bowl gets the Battle Bowl ring, Jesse, and that's coming up in the month of November.
Well, and I'll be there, Tony.
I'm sure you will. Let's talk about now the next match. It's for the World Tag Team Championship. Little did we think that Two Cold Scorpio and Marcus Alexander Bagwell would be the champions come Halloween Havoc.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tony, you press me beyond belief because it's hard to get serious looking at you. But I'll try to get serious.
Let's take a look at what happened just last night on WCW Saturday night. Here is Bagwell, and then the Nasty Boys execute this. We thought the match was over, but a cardinal mistake here was pulling up Bagwell.
It looked like it was over at that point. There you see Sags going for the cover, 1, 2, but he lifts him up. And I've talked about it before. That is a mistake. If you get a chance to pin somebody, you need to do it. You can beat them up when it's over. You can do your nasty work after you win the match. But there was a major mistake right there where Sags picked up Bagwell.
And you hear the referee as we have in-ring sound. Missy tried to get the chair in, but here comes Two Cold Scorpio. When the referee turns around, 1, 2, new champions. So Two Cold Scorpio and Marcus Alexander Bagwell just last night on WCW Saturday night became the World Tag Team Champions. And tonight in just a few minutes, they will defend the tag team belts against the former champions, the Nasty Boys.
Well, we'll find out if they're champs for real or if they're going to be the short-lived champs, the shortest-lived champions in WCW history. Tony, that is one sad-looking boa.
Absolutely, Jesse the Body Ventura. As we go to the ring. Number 3 of 4 title matches as you take a look at our great crowd. And yes, the Nasty Boys. They look pretty good on the tombstone, as you can tell. Making their way to the ring with Missy Hyatt.
Hey, Missy got a haircut. Last week she had long hair.
Well, she got her hair done for this big event.
It's time to magnetize 2 deeds and take back the belt. Nasty as we want to be.
If you talk about momentum, you got to talk about Too Cold Scorpio and Marcus Alexander Bagwell, because they have defeated these guys at least 3 times over the last 3 weeks. This place going to erupt when the new World Tag Team Champions make their way down the rampway at Halloween Havoc 1993. Along with a man who was so instrumental in winning the titles, Teddy Long. The World Tag Team Champions are here. Yes, you got to admit, they're an exciting young duo.
Oh, absolutely. They're colorful. They're probably the best aerial tag team in WCW history. I'm just still amazed to see them walking into the ring with belts on. World Tag Team Champions. Who'd have thought? It shows you it's the American dream, Tony. Anyone can succeed if they really want to.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree with you there, Jess.
It also shows you, too, the American dream. Bagwell can't dance.
Too Cold Bagwell decked out in Halloween colors, orange and black, as we go to Michael Buffer.
In the WCW Halloween Havoc, non-stop action goes on. This time, this is for the World Tag Team Championship. The man in charge of the action, referee Randy Anderson. Introducing first, wearing black and coming in with their escort, she is the nasty First Lady of Wrestling, Miss Missy Hyatt. They weigh in at a combined weight of over 1/4 ton, 523 3/4 pounds to be exact. They are the meanest, the scariest, and without a doubt, the oh so dangerous, the challengers, Brian Knobbs and Jerry Sags. They are the Nasty Boys. And their opponents across the ring, defending their newly won title for the first time here tonight in New Orleans, both wearing black and orange. Introducing first, weighing 234 1/2 pounds, and only his 2nd year of professional wrestling, he is now a tag team champion partner. He is the handsome Marcus Alexander Bagwell. And his partner, weighing in at 231 pounds. He's the disc that don't miss, the high flyer. He's Too Cold Scorpio. They are the tag team champions of the world.
Along with Teddy Long, the World Tag Team Champions. And we often wonder what Missy Hyatt was to the Nasty Boys, but we found out she's their escort as the match is underway. Oh, the belts!
Whoa, and a double team right there. And I got to agree with you. What a better job for Missy than to be part of an escort service.
Set to go, Too Cold Scorpio and Marcus Alexander Bagwell. Hello, Missy. Oh, my! Bagwell gets a Halloween kiss. Hey! Whoop, there it is. Saints games at the Superdome. Bagwell and Tuchel have been hearing it, and now the bell sounds, so we are officially underway. Tag Team Championship of the World.
And it looks like Bagwell's going to start it for the champions, and Sags for the Nasty Boys, the former champion.
Sags wasting no time, boy. Right, oh my. He's laid it in Bagwell. In the neutral corner.
Well, Bagwell should have been prepared for this, because I don't think you're going to see the Nasty Boys picking up anybody this time. When they get a shot to pin somebody, I think they're going to do it, Tony.
You're right, Jesse. It's exactly what's going to happen.
The game time is over of playing games. They're not the champions anymore, and frankly, they got embarrassed over that.
Forearm shot, tag made. Oh, he ducks. Takes both men down with a drop kick. Gets him into the corner.
Oh, the cold man off the top.
And out go the Nasty Boys. The Nasty Boys are reeling, and the champions are red hot.
You can see the Nasty Boys, Missy trying to get things together out there. Nasty Boys are fighting with the crowd. Whoa, and there's the cold man all the way over the top rope, catapulted by Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
The tag team champions of the world. Never looked better. Nasty Boys successful in slowing things down though here. And
I think that's to their advantage, Tony.
Yeah, I do too, Jesse. That's exactly what they wanted. Even though Tuchel with a spectacular move off the top, the Nasty Boys have slowed the pace down again, and a very confident Marcus Bagwell gets kneed in the gut.
Nice reversal by Bagwell. Tag to Scorpio.
Here he comes, the high flyer. Ooh, forearm shot. Stagger Tuchel. Rolls him up. 2 count. Drop toe hold into an armbar.
And I'll tell you, there's nobody quicker in that ring than Too Cold Scorpio.
You're right, he has to be the quickest in our sport. First title defense for the new champions against the former champions. 2 weeks ago, they defeated the Nasty Boys in a non-title matchup. Got them the title shot. Then they defeated them a week ago when they were called out by the Nasty Boys, pinned them and then left in what was not really officially a match. Oh! 2 count. And then made the challenge to Tuchel and Bagwell to settle it once and for all the night before Halloween Havoc. They did. Tuchel and Bagwell on WCW Saturday night became the new World Tag Team Champions. Here's this title defense. A Fez press and a 2 count. Forearm though, stunned Bagwell. Sags takes him down, right hand. Look at Bagwell, right and lefts. And tags in Too Cold Scorpio.
And right now the champions are controlling this match. Whoa, double elbow, double hip toss. And back to the armbar. I gotta give Scorpio and Bagwell the champions credit, Tony. They're dictating the match right now.
They are. And when the match...
You know, I've never thought I'd see the day where Missy Hyatt looks like a dumb blonde outside the ring.
Oh, yeah?
But that's what she looks like tonight.
When the match slows down, it slows down when Too Cold and Scorpio and Teddy Long say so. Of course, we talked about Teddy's importance in this team. One of the greatest tag team managers of all time in their corner.
Two right hands by Knobbs. I should say Sags.
Middle turnbuckle. He tried to catch the top. He slipped down. Still got Sags down.
Good looking drop kick. Didn't get all of them though. Sags blocked it part way.
It takes him back down, Jess. Now a reversal, but no. Scorpio still on top. And the teamwork. You know, Jesse, last night not only did we have the great tag team matchup where we saw new champions crowned, but we had a WCW first. The microphones went in the ring to give you the sounds and the ambience of the match as well. We're getting much the same thing here tonight.
And that was one long drop to the floor for Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
Teddy Long up on the apron telling the referee what happened, but it's to no avail.
You know the rules, get me cool.
A helpless Marcus Bagwell. Oh!
Well, I know one thing, Tony. You ain't gonna never kiss Missy, are ya?
No, I'm not.
She'll come back and tap you like that one time.
Bagwell now after Missy. He better turn his attention back to the match. Oh, belly to back on the floor.
Bagwell may not make it back in after that one. Right now, as far as dirty work and stuff goes, I got to give the edge. Missy Hyatt's ahead of Teddy Long right now.
If you keep dirty work statistics, yeah. Big suplex by Knobbs. 1, 2, and Bagwell gets the right shoulder up.
Suck it up. Suck it up. Come on, Marcus. Come on. Come on. Come on.
You hear the encouragement of Teddy Long. Bagwell desperately needs to get out of there.
Catches a short forearm to the small of the back. Another one. Big body slam.
And a cover. 2 count. Very confident tag that time, and the Nasty Boys looking good. Turns him over, and great teamwork by Knobbs and Sags, the Nasty Boys. Oh, wow, another big elbow. And again.
Knobbs with a series of elbows and Bagwell in major trouble. Bagwell trying to fight his way to the corner. Knobbs comes right back down in another tag. Here comes Sags into the ring. Wham! Drops the big elbow. Look at grinding the point of that elbow into the back.
You may have heard Missy Hyatt telling us that's what they get for stealing our titles, but if I recall, they won of 1, 2, 3, fair and square in the ring. Whoa. You gotta wonder how much more Marcus Bagwell can take.
Not much more, I wouldn't think.
The Nasty Boys would love to get the titles back, I know, but would just as soon love to have Bagwell give up, submit. That would be the ultimate for the Nasty Boys. The heel right in the sternum on that.
Ooh, he spit on him, Tony.
Oh, for crying out loud. That's nasty. Look at Bagwell.
But to no avail as Knobbs comes in from the outside. There's a cover. Referee not sure who's legal.
There's no tag. No tag. Bagwell needs to get to his corner. Oh, the leg drop.
Big bear hug by Knobbs in the center of the ring.
Pulling on the small of the back. Bagwell seems to be pretty much into it here. Trying to fight out. He's taking a beating, but he's still in it. Bagwell breaks loose, but a right hand stops him short. And now the double team by the former tag team champions.
Come on, Marcus. Come on. Marcus.
Bagwell helpless. Literally helpless.
Come on. Come on.
Look at Teddy Long trying to cheerlead out there, but it ain't doing any good.
And a tag off again. Nasty Boys having their way with Bagwell. Helpless as they lay in each and every blow. Bagwell, a desperation hair pull.
Well, he bought himself a little time there.
Bagwell needs to get to his corner, but Brian Knobbs is between the corner and Bagwell. He's there. He's there. Made the tag. Here we go. Two Colt Scorpio.
Oh, the ref said he didn't see it.
And now the double team knows. Bagwell. Out of nowhere.
Teddy Long trying to get Bagwell to his corner. There's the tag of the referee season for the second time.
Now the freshman. Two Colt Scorpio. Sending Knobbs in. Here he goes. He's going for it.
He's got him.
1, 2.
Oh! And Sags hit Knobbs with the elbow.
There's Missy, and there's Teddy.
Missy and Teddy are fighting on the apron.
We got a fight everywhere.
Whoa!
Scorpio!
He hit it!
Oh no! The boot on the head. Scorpio's out. 1, 2, 3.
And the Nasty Boys regain the titles.
Let's get the official word.
What a match,
Jets.
Tony!
winners and new champions, the Nasty Boys.
Boy, what action!
What a match that exploded in New Tony.
The Nasty Boys win the belts right back from Too Cold and Bagwell.
Let's go back to replay. There you see Missy after getting their head banged into Sags on the apron. She's down on the floor. You see Too Cold in the background. He hits his 1.5 from the tuck position right on top of Knobs. Has a pin for the 3 count. Here comes Sags with the boot on the head. Knobs with the arm covering Too Cold. 1, 2, 3. They regain the title back.
Let's go to Eric Bischoff. Thanks, guys. As you can see, I am here with Colonel Rob Parker and Sid Vicious. In just a few moments, the match that everybody's talking about is going to take place. The man they call the Franchise, stepping into the ring with the man who says he rules the world.
It's Halloween Havoc time here. A real scary time for you, Sting. What time is it for you, Sid?
It's time for you, Sting, to wake up from the nightmare that you've been experiencing. It's time for you to step into the room. It's time for you to face reality. Yeah, some people call me Psycho Sid, but tonight at Halloween Havoc, will call me the Grim Reaper. For what I'll do to you, Sting, I will grab you by the throat, and I will lift you 7 feet in the air and drive your skull on the mat. And 1 second before you go, I'll take your soul, Sting, because I'm Sid Vicious, and I rule the world.
It is time. Let's go to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest of Halloween Havoc to see who is the franchise of WCW. Introducing first, accompanied by Colonel Rob Parker from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing 325 pounds, the man who rules the world, Sid Vicious.
Well, Jess, this match, as we know, was basically a challenge by Sid Vicious to establish who is the franchise in WCW. Let's go back to Gary Capetta.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Venice Beach, California, weighing 251 pounds, this is Sting!
Interesting to note as you see the thousands upon thousands of Stingers jammed here in the UNO Lakefront Arena, that Sting looked very nonchalant as he made his way to the ring, like it was just another day for him. I don't think he's as uptight as Sid Vicious is here. Look at him.
I'll tell you what, though, Sting's a big man. Rowan Sid caught him. Sting stands about 6'4", 250 pounds, but he looks small next to Sid.
As you probably know, these two have met before at Halloween Havoc a couple of years ago when our event was in Chicago. Had that on our Power Hour program just yesterday morning on TBS. That time it was for the world title. This time,
Sting! Stinger with a big body slam and a clothesline, and Sid's out to the apron. He catches him with another clothesline. And the Colonel can't believe it.
right here at us. Sid and Sting going at it. Oh my!
He caught him with the right hand and they're out in the crowd. Stinger's walking Sid back, I think, towards the ring. Oh, and he straddles him right over the fence.
My goodness.
Obviously, Tony, the referee's giving him a lot of leeway.
Obviously, the referee was out there with him.
Because I think technically they both should have been counted out, but the ref's going to let it continue.
Well, the referee was outside with them instead of being in the ring. Now Sting. Covers Sid Vicious. Whoa, big kick out. You know, I talked about the nonchalant look on Sting's face.
Oh, look at the Colonel grabbed him.
Oh,
But it was enough. It was enough.
He said during the interview he was going to grab him and choke him, and that's what he's doing.
I'll tell you what, Colonel Parker didn't do much, but he did just enough to get Sting's eyes off of Big Sid. When he turned around, Vicious grabbed him by the throat, picked him up 7 feet in the air, and slammed him down with one arm.
And now Sid Vicious, after wasting a lot of time going up on the turnbuckle like he did and screaming to the fans, goes back to the attack. He wasted a tremendous amount of time that time. Just once again by the throat. Again.
One-armed into the buckle again, and Stinger collapses to his knees. Sid grabs him by the throat. Right now, Tony, who's the most unlucky man in the world?
Right now, it's Sting.
Answer to the question, who rules the world? You're looking at him.
Doing a lot of talking to the camera and to the fans here. You don't want to do that against Sting. A man who wrote the book on heart and determination and on comebacks in this sport. Oh, and Colonel Parker with a choke.
Ooh, that Colonel's sneaky, ain't he, Tony? Look at that, and then pulls the kerchief out and mops his brow with it. And he's got a lot of sweat up there, so he can get away with that.
I guess so. Now Sid stomping away. This mammoth man.
And there's Sid out playing to the audience again.
Side suplex.
Too close to the ropes for a cover.
That's right, and Sid shoving the ref. Oh!
And there's the Colonel again.
Again, the choke. Well, this is unfortunate. For a franchise match, I would like to see it be one-on-one.
You got to give the Colonel credit, though. I mean, a guy dressed all in white, and he's able to get away with what he has. And look at the Stinger. He's chasing Colonel Parker all over.
I don't give him credit for anything. He's been a major...
Look at this. Hello.
How much more can Sting take? He's been choked repeatedly, nailed on the back with a chair. He is literally helpless here.
Oh, and he clotheslines him on the railing. The franchise ain't looking too good.
No, he's not.
The referee's chasing the Colonel off.
It's been a grueling matchup here, Jess.
Short forearm to the kidneys. Stinger kicks back. Where's he getting it from? Not a whole lot of authority on it, though.
Well, but at least he's trying to lay him in. That shows that he is still in this match. Here's a reverse chin lock, knee right between the shoulder blades here. And Sid Vicious pretty content. Well, Sid said he had a lot to prove to the world, to Sting, and to himself. I guess beating.
And the chants of Sting are starting up in New Orleans.
I guess to beat Sting down into pinning. There's a stinger for you. Look at Sting. Look at Sid. 1, 2.
And look at the Colonel getting all over the referee.
Amazing that Sting.
Well, the Stinger tried to fight his way back on that one, but Big Sid caught him. Big bear hug, center of the ring. Look at the welt on Sting's back from where he got hit with that chair earlier in the matchup. We can get the camera around and get a look at the Stinger's back again if it's possible. There, you got to look it up on that shoulder area there, Tony. That's where Vicious caught him with that chair earlier in the bout.
Wow. And now you see the bear hug. You are taking a look at a very determined, very capable, powerful Sid Vicious. And an equally as determined man who will never say die.
Oh, and he walked right into the boot. I'll tell you, Sid just seems to be one step ahead as long as he's got the Colonel, too.
It's a legend makers match right here.
And again, back to the squeeze.
Sting grits his teeth. Apparently still in this one, and Nick Patrick's going to make sure.
Not much left in that arm. Colonel's telling you to ring the bell, Tony.
Well, I can't ring the bell.
Colonel's telling anybody to ring the bell. He don't even know who's got the bell.
Sting is still in it. He fights again. Sting out of nowhere. He caught
Sid. What a comeback by the Stinger. Head first into the canvas.
Sting! The pain is peeling off, but not the heart, not the determination, not the desire.
The Stinger splash. Another buckle. Hits it again. Sid's down. The Colonel's down.
He's got everybody's foot. Look at this.
Colonel don't know whose leg to grab. He grabs Sid's. Look at this.
Wrong foot, Colonel.
Stinger rolls him up. He got him.
What a match! Again!
Look at the Colonel, he's beside himself.
Trying to explain to Sid what happened. So who's the franchise in WCW now?
Colonel saying his eyes ain't so good. He couldn't tell which foot he had. Oh, no.
Colonel trying to apologize to Big Sid Vicious
who's going to forget about it and just walk out of here. Oh, what a match it was from the opening bell.
I'm sure they'll straighten it out in the dressing room, Tony.
Maybe so. Here it is.
Sid's just getting emotional right now. There you see the Colonel. He's not sure whose leg he's got. He's actually got the leg of Sid Vicious. Look at Sid. And here's Sid picking up the Colonel right here to have a chit-chat. Sting comes in from behind, rolls up. Sid Vicious holds him down 1, 2, 3 in a big victory, and Stinger remains the franchise.
I guess Stinger remains a franchise. You're exactly right with a win over Sid Vicious, but a very angry Sid Vicious as well.
Why do I keep acting like I'm looking in the mirror?
I look pretty good. Fans, speaking of looking, the drama, the tension mounting up now to this match. Spin the wheel, make the deal. We had the wheel spin early on. We found out it was going to be and will be a Texas death match, but I believe our cameras are now poised back in the dressing room area to take a look at possibly both Vader getting prepared. Boy, he looks like he's ready. And Cactus Jack.
A little bit of different style of training there, huh?
Just moments now before.
Cactus is praying.
Is that what he's doing? Vader and Cactus Jack in a Texas death match still to come. Cactus seems very focused. I guess that's what you call. He still has that bag that he won back at Fall Brawl with him.
You can't hurt Cactus Jack. You can't hurt Cactus Jack.
You can't hurt Cactus Jack, is what he was saying. Both men apparently in their own different way prepared to go to this Texas death match, spin the wheel, make the deal, a lot of anticipation. But we are set to go for a match that will now be for a world heavyweight title, Jess.
Well, this is one we've been waiting for, Tony, for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Here we go.
Great bald head.
It is for the World Heavyweight title. We had mentioned to Ravishing Rick Rude that WCW did not recognize your title, but the WCW International Board of Directors, made up of promoters from the UK, Germany, Asia, Japan, recognized the title as the challenger, Nature Boy Ric Flair, along with Fifi, making its way to the ring.
You know, Fifi's looking awful good for somebody that spends her life down on her knees scrubbing floors.
Well, that's the way beautiful women are, Jesse. They can be on the floor just scrubbing away, but you make them up, take them out on the town, and they look wonderful. And she does look great, doesn't she?
Could she scrub your floors, Tony?
No, she did not, Jesse.
No, I said, could she? I didn't ask if she did. I'm asking you, would you let her? Tony?
The challenger, I'm not going to answer that. Nature Boy Ric Flair's in the ring. And we are awaiting the World Heavyweight Champion.
And here he is.
Looking cocky, arrogant, confident as ever. Simply ravishing Rick Rude. Big return match with a lot of anticipation. And he wants the microphone.
Got the music.
He's got the mic. There you see the second referee.
What I'd like to have right now is for all you fat, out of shape Louisiana losers, stand up and pay some respect to the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Hit the music.
Ravishing Rick Rude. There you see Terry Taylor, the second referee. Won the belt. That beautiful gold belt that represents the World Heavyweight Championship. Won it by using a foreign object, if you will, to knock out Ric Flair.
Love the tights. Look at that.
Trick or treat. Let's
Trick
go to
or
Michael
treat.
Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is sanctioned by the WCW. The referees assigned by the WCW Board of Directors are Randy Anderson and special referee Terry Taylor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. Will it be repeat or will it be revenge? And now from New Orleans, Louisiana, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, wearing the purple trunks and weighing in at 238 pounds, from Charlotte, North Carolina. He is accompanied by the very lovely Mademoiselle Fifi. He steps into the ring tonight in an unfamiliar role as a challenger, and he's hungry to regain the title. He is one of the all-time superstars of professional wrestling. He is the former 10-time heavyweight champion of the world. He is the Nature Boy, ladies and gentlemen, Ric Flair!
For the challenger.
And his opponent across the ring, wearing the Halloween colors. He's originally from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, and he's known worldwide now as the master of the Rude Awakening. Tonight, he is ready for the challenge of the man from whom he took the title, presenting the reigning professional wrestling heavyweight champion of the world, simply ravishing Ric
When the WCW Superstars take off for the UK and Germany beginning tomorrow, either Rick Rude or Ric Flair will have that belt that is recognized a world title by the WCW International Board of Directors.
And one of them will probably have Fifi too.
And of course, we understand Vader, the WCW World Champion, will be there as well. There you see, World Heavyweight Champion on the belt, Rick Rude. Two referees are assigned, Terry Taylor, Randy Anderson.
Are they both staying in the ring, or is one going to the floor? I think Taylor's going to the floor.
Taylor's going to the floor. Rude starting out jawing with Fifi, and Flair takes advantage of it.
Well, Fifi did her job, distract the world champion. I'm sure that's why the Nature Boy brought her out here.
Flair. Pounding away on the champion.
Well, I gotta call it like it is, Tony. Good-looking suplex, but Flair needs every advantage he can possibly get against ravishing Rick Rude.
One, and Rude needs every advantage as well. That's why he used the foreign object last time, to give him that advantage. The type of match where you can't make a mistake, Jess.
Big buckle, and Nature Boy follows it in with a clothesline. Rude slumped in the corner. Starting off pretty slow, the world champion. Closed fist illegal to the jaw. Another one.
Flair. Oh, the knee to the face by ravishing Rick Rude. Missed. A pickup. The knee. Flair going to the, he's going for it right now.
This is bad news right here. Flair hooks the figure four in the middle of the ring.
It could be over just minutes after it began.
Ravishing Rick Rude caught the figure four leg lock in the center of the ring. He is in pain. Ric Flair applying the pressure. Not even 5 minutes into the matchup.
And he's got it to where Rude cannot reach the ropes. And he's laying back on it. But Rude still not giving up. Desperately reaching back toward the ropes is Rude.
He's about for it. He's got him. He's going to force a break.
But hey, Jess, a lot of damage has been done for the remainder of this match.
Absolutely, Tony. You took his wheels out from under the champion.
The World Heavyweight title on the line. Uh-oh. Flair's going to stay on the leg here.
Now, what's Taylor's purpose out there? Why doesn't he step up and stop that?
Why doesn't the referee in the ring step and stop it? Flair's got it.
What?
Flair's got a 5 count. Why doesn't the referee in the ring stop it?
Because Taylor's on the floor. Ain't that his job? What is he here for? An ornament?
Basically a headbutt. Here he goes again.
Taylor out on the floor as the referee. Must just be after a paycheck or something.
And again. Flair pulling up on that leg. The figure 4 leg lock. The leg wrapped around the ring post, and now.
Tony, we're on camera. Let's wave to everybody.
You say the craziest things.
Just like NFL, when they get you on camera, that's when you say hi to mom. You ready now? Nature Boy Ric Flair working over Ravishing Rick Rude. Rude with a handful of hair. Now, why are they focusing on her?
Well, she's very concerned. I tell you, and I would be concerned too, because Flair has really put a lot of punishment and pressure on this leg. Rude is still not folded here, Jess.
But the problem is how much damage has Nature Boy done to that leg. Rude trying to hold on, grabbing the hair, fires Flair out to the floor. He bought himself some time.
Referee will make a count for the 10 count now.
Where's Fifi sneaking around, dude?
She's on the other side. She's going nowhere. Worry about what's going on in the ring here. Shoulder. Now over the top. Flair tries to get Rude over. Oh, Rude holds on.
Now, wait a minute.
There's what he's there for.
Taylor will step in and do that, huh?
A big chop by Flair.
Hey, I don't mind 2 referees if they call it fair.
Rude sending Flair to the ropes. Oh.
They're almost out on top of us, Tony.
It's a wonder they're both not dead. Rude hit a chair, hit it hard. Ravishing Rick Rude. Up against the safety rail here. He may be out, Jess.
I should give him a hand.
No, stay right where you are here. Flair, big chop. Now Terry Taylor.
Oh, yeah, what an effort by Terry Taylor. I mean, that was a great effort on the part of him as a referee. What a load he is outside the ring.
Now Flair.
He catches Rude with the forearm. Off the buckle.
The Nature Boy.
And the Nature Boy feeling cocky and confident he's going to get his title back.
He broke the count. They'll start over again. A count out cannot win Flair the title. He knows it.
He's got to get Ravishing Rick Rude back into the ring.
Rude.
And Flair back in again, breaking the count.
Rude disoriented. In trouble, hooked on the safety rail. Flair goes back out again. The Nature Boy. Trying a lot of high-risk maneuvers there.
Oh! But Rude was was laying in the weeds on that one. And look at this, Taylor interfering again. What a biased referee he is. Every time Rude does something, he steps in and stops him. When Flair does it, he sits and looks at him.
Would you settle down here?
Hey, I just want what's fair, Tony.
Well, and you saw what was fair. No chairs allowed.
Oh, come on, Taylor. Now come over and grab Rude.
Flair's head hit very hard on the safety rail. And now Rude with a guillotine-type maneuver.
Both guys hurt. You can see Rude grabbing the leg. He ain't got the wheels under him yet, but he took some of the steam out of the Nature Boy.
What a physical matchup we are seeing for the World Heavyweight Championship.
The longer it goes, remember one thing, Tony. Ravishing Rick Rude has youth on his side.
Yeah, but Ric Flair, one count. Ric Flair's always been known as a man who can go a long, long time. The 60-minute man, many of them call him.
Yeah, but he's been known for that for many, many years, Tony. And that's the key. How many years can he be the 60-minute man?
Well, that's true. Things change.
Always remember, Tony, one opponent you can never beat. Father Time. Look at you, your hair fell out this week.
Sure did. And look at the crowd at the UNO Lakefront watching Halloween Havoc. And Fifi. We're watching Rude have his way with Flair. Rude goes over to Fifi now.
Oh.
Little pumpkin twist right there.
Look at Fifi, she's loving it. Her knees are weak after that one.
Oh, I don't know about that. Now Rude, I'm not so sure Rude's in a condition to go up this high here.
Well, he's gonna chance it. He hit it. Or I should say he hit Flair.
Well,
oh, but look at, he paid the price with the knee.
Flair saw him, but Flair's so wobbly he couldn't even defend against it there, Jess.
Cover.
But he can get the arm up, and he did.
And back to the form of the camel clutch. Hands underneath the chin. Sitting in the small of the back, pulling back on Nature Boy. Rude holds this long enough, Flair will be an inch taller when the match is over.
A good look at both Rude, who obviously is injured on his right shoulder there, as you can see, and Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Holding on to that chin lock. He needs to figure out a way to get to the ref to the backside. Then he can cup the hands over the face and actually suffocate Flair from that position.
Well, takeaway is there. I don't think he really wants to suffocate. Fifi's very concerned as well.
Yeah, she's breathing heavy.
Well, his thumbs and hands are up around that mouth, Jeff, which makes it very difficult to get the air in.
Oh, look at, he's got him by the hair. Oh, comes down on the back of the Nature Boy. Look at the world champion, though. He's still limping. Left leg hurt bad.
Look at Flair pull himself up and go back down hard.
Yep, he threw one to the Rude's abs. Nothing much on it. Rude come back with one and dropped the Nature Boy. Whoa, he caught our cameraman with that one.
Once again, the 10 count. Ric Flair,
Let's give credit to our cameramen, too. They're getting up there, Tony, and getting the shots, not worrying about risking themselves. Our producer, too, sitting next to us. He's been lommed out of a chair during this matchup.
That's right.
Ain't nobody safe.
Rude brings Flair back in. Flair has been such a great professional wrestler through his career.
At least I'm hopeful of one thing, Tony.
What's that?
If either one of these guys are angry at me, I hope they hit you thinking you're me. That'd be justice, wouldn't it?
Rude going up top. Flair pulled himself up. Now Flair's a long way from Rude. Here he goes again. And again Flair goes down. Flair once again unable to defend himself. Rude off the top. But they get the left shoulder, gets the left shoulder up.
And the champion is trying any combination he can get, grabbing the leg, leaning back, trying to get that 3 count.
They're tied up in the ropes, though. And Randy Anderson not aware of this, or he'd call for the break. And there you go. Terry Taylor over there to remind Randy Anderson of what's going on. Ric Flair won his first World Heavyweight title in 1979 in Kansas City over Dusty Rhodes. And here, still fighting with Ravishing Rick Rude.
Flair trying to chop his way back. Rude cuts him off. Big turnbuckle. Big clothesline. Cover.
2 count. The return match from Fall Brawl is everything we thought it would be. A high impact, brutal matchup. Both men pounding away. Flair put the figure 4 on early in the match. It hurt Rude, but Rude is now with the advantage.
Rude sinking down to his knees, gives the Nature Boy flat on his back, rolls him over. And Flair looking to me like he ain't got 60 minutes in him tonight, Tony.
Well, that's something that you just have to wait and see, because people have thought that before about Flair, but he continues to come back. The first match I had a chance to be a part of was 1983. Flair and Harley Race in the very first Starrcade. And what a match that was. And we thought then that Race had worn Flair down, that Flair could not get back up, but he proved us wrong. He was bleeding profusely in that match, had lost a lot of blood. He was being taken to the mat just like he is right now, but still came back to win the match. Here's a cover, 1, 2.
And again, the Nature Boy manages to kick out. He's measuring Rude. He's going to go back to the punch to the gut. Watch. No, he's going to chop him instead.
He got to his feet. Rude goes to the eyes. We got a slugfest going on now. 2 tremendous athletes, 2 veterans.
Sleeper.
Flair, sleeper hook.
He don't have it hooked very good, though.
And Rude was able to stagger back to the ropes. Flair hurt his back that time. Rick Rude and Ric Flair battle weary here. Rude can barely pull himself up to the top. Twice he has hit this, but I think Flair's waiting on him.
Over the top. Oh, he's going with the Rude Awakening.
Look at this.
Nature Boy Ric Flair giving Rick Rude his own Rude Awakening.
And makes a cover.
Boy, would that be insult to injury, not only to lose the title, but to lose it with your finishing maneuver.
Well, he hurt himself and wasn't able to immediately make a cover, therefore Rude was able to kick out. And now Flair hooks, reverses, maybe a backslide. Can he get him over? Yes, he does. 1, 2. Rude's out. Vertical suplex. Here we go. Now Flair. Ric Flair. Well, he wanted to make sure Rude was in position.
Oh!
I think when he went back down that time, Jesse cost himself.
Absolutely he did. He gave Rude time to get his bearings, time to see him. Flair comes off the top and gets 2 feet right in the face.
Randy Anderson.
Betcha Fifi never kissed him like that before.
Now Flair. Boy, both men have given it their all. Rude. Well, the referee goes down.
Where's Taylor?
Flair kicks out. Now Terry Taylor's going to get in the ring. Thank goodness for 2 referees here.
And Terry Taylor's going out of the ring.
Taylor goes down.
Oh!
Not. He's got the Ford object again.
Back suplex.
There you see it. It's falling off in the ring.
And Flair's got it. The camera guy, that ring attendant, gave it to Flair. What's the big idea?
Flair's got it.
Oh, he hit him. No. No.
Was that it? Was that the 3 count?
Referee's telling Taylor something or other. He saw Nature Boy hit him. Yes! Yes!
He is going to disqualify Flair and give it to Rude.
As much as Terry Taylor wanted Rick Rude to win this match, he couldn't pull it off.
Flair's got the belt. Rude's got Fifi.
Rick Rude retains his championship. Rick Rude retains his championship.
Flair's got the figure 4. Rude gets the belt back and leaves town.
And he should get it back.
What a wild one we've just seen. Rude retains his World Heavyweight Championship. He will go on tour to the UK and Germany with that World Heavyweight title. Well, fans, this Halloween Havoc, of course, a tradition in WCW for the last 2 years. Battle Bowl has been a tradition this year. Battle Bowl will not be a part of Starrcade. Battle Bowl has its own pay-per-view. Saturday, November 20th, live. It will come to you from the Pensacola, Florida Civic Center. So our fans down in Pensacola will be ready for that one.
Tony, is your heart still beating? It is. You're still alive.
You're too much. Well, Jesse, we found out early on that the Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal match would be a Texas death match. And with guys like Vader and Cactus Jack, it's going to be wild. Let's see if we can't give the fans our rules for a Texas death match. Here they be. There's no disqualification. That goes without saying. Falls do not count. In other words, they can pin each other, but a fall does not count in win or losing a match. There will be a 30-second rest period between each successful fall. So when a man gets pinned, a 30-second rest period. Falls will count anywhere in the building, which is certainly an advantage for Cactus Jack. The match will continue until one man cannot get to his feet before the 10 count.
And that, of course, comes after a fall.
Right.
If a guy scores a fall, there's the 30-second rest period, and then that man who's down has 10 seconds in which to get back to his feet.
After the bell rings for the 30-second rest period.
Exactly.
So I'm sure Gary Capetta, looking the ghoul that he is, can explain that to the fans as well. We have had an exciting Halloween Havoc, but the fireworks are just about set to go.
Kopetsky's been drinking blood. He's got blood running down his face up there.
It's time for Spin the Wheel, make the deal. Go ahead,
All right.
Doug.
Ladies and gentlemen, we spun the wheel. Now it's time to complete the deal. You saw the wheel fall on the Texas Death Match. There will be no disqualifications. Falls don't count. 30-second rest period between falls. Action can take place anywhere in the building, and the match continues until one man cannot get to his feet before the 10 count. And now, let's bring the participants to the ring for the Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal Texas Death Match. Introducing first, accompanied by former heavyweight champion Harley Race from the Rocky Mountains, weighing 450 pounds, the WCW heavyweight champion, Vader!
Champion of the world! Who's the man that has no fear and feels no pain?
I would suggest to everyone in ringside, Jess, you, Steve Johnson, our floor man here, you and myself, get ready to run. Because if pinfalls will count anywhere and there's no disqualification, anything can happen, Gary Capetta.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing 303 pounds, Cactus Jack!
April 24th, 1993. Cactus Jack and Vader meet. Jack is sent to the hospital. And now, for the first time since April 24th, they collide. Cactus Jack lost his memory, lost his home, his family, lost his bag, made it back, got the bag back, and now he's got Vader.
And I'm not sure if he wants Vader, but this may prove to be Cactus's downfall. Vader already taking the headgear off. Boom.
Look at this.
Oh, he hit the post. Youch. And I really don't know, Tony, who's got the advantage in this thing. Oh, Cactus with a chair already.
You can't call this one. Remember, pinfalls do not count. A 1, 2, 3 does not count in winning or losing a match.
And look at Cactus with a series of right hands. He's biting him. He's biting him outside the ring.
A fan is handing Vader something. I think he took a fan's camera and bashed Vader in the head.
This match may never actually get in the ring, Tony.
Uh-oh.
Whoa! He may have knocked the champion out.
Cactus Jack has been ready for this moment for what, 6, 7 months? Now,
whoa, he's actually taking it into the ring. Finally. After 5 minutes of the matchup, we get into the ring.
And Vader's weary. Oh, look at Vader. Look at the resiliency of the WCW World Champion as he clubs him down. Incredible that he could take that chair on the head and still come back.
Look at those series of lefts and rights by Vader, the champion. Pounding Cactus down to the mat.
Now, fans, the world title is not on the line. That's not Cactus's motive here. Remember, Cactus Jack, something we all have forgotten about.
Look at Jack's hooked the bottom rope. He hooked the bottom rope. He wouldn't let Vader suplex him. Oh! But Jack suplexes Vader. Out onto the runway. Cactus is bleeding.
Yeah, he is bleeding.
He's been busted open by those rights and left hands.
Jesse,
by Vader in the corner.
Don't forget that the week before Cactus went to the hospital, he suffered a concussion at the hands of Vader. Remember that grueling matchup we saw that led to the return match? Cactus won that match by countout and got his return match.
Belly to back. Is he going to cover him here? Somebody's got to make an attempt to win this pretty soon.
There has to be a cover.
Here comes Race. He's got a chair. Oh, Race gets caught.
Remember, Race can do that because there's no disqualification here.
And now he's brought Cactus a chair. Oh!
Vader tried to block it. They're going to the graveyard.
Oh! They're fighting in the fog, Tony.
Well, they've fallen in the grave that says R.I.P. Vader. How apropos that is. How about that?
I could see a little bit. There's Cactus. Vader's laying underneath, not moving.
I don't care. I'm not going down there.
Referee said he was not going to go down to make a count there.
And look at Cactus. Whoa, is he bleeding? He's open wide out.
Cactus Jack told me on Saturday night that he loves pain. He talked about it, Jesse, how he loves it.
Well, he's got one cut above the eye and one cut below the eye. He can still see, though. And here's Vader. He's bleeding, too, now.
Boy, is that a shot on Halloween or what? Vader coming up out of his grave. Only on Halloween Havoc.
It's like the night of the living dead.
Oh!
There's a cover. 1, 2, no. 2 count.
No, he got the fall, yes. 3 count. Now 30
We
seconds.
now begin the 30-second rest period.
He did
and
get
then the match
fall.
will continue.
All right, 30-second rest period here.
I must have missed that first count. Elvis lives.
15 seconds in the rest period.
Cactus has a
10,
Cactus.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The match continues.
Now Vader has 10 to get up, or the match is over.
Oh, he's going to make it up. Now he's going down. Oh.
Welcome to World Championship Wrestling.
Welcome to a Texas death match.
Vader down again.
Oh! Jack comes off with an elbow. He's pinning him again. 2, 3. Second pinfall for Cactus.
The 30-second rest period has begun.
So after the 30-second rest period, Vader will get another 10 count to get to his feet.
15 seconds remain.
Gosh, this is nothing less than incredible.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Vader has 10 seconds left.
Continues.
He's up. And Cactus Jack pounds away. Oh, look at Vader! Vader!
Well, Vader's saying it's enough of that. I'm going on the offense.
Headbutt!
Both of these guys are bloody messes, Tony.
Jess, I tell you,
I guess the only positive thing out of it is they were both pretty ugly to begin with. so they're not going to get no uglier.
Regardless of what you think of Vader, he is one hell of a man. Because Cactus Jack is hitting with everything.
Not quite everything.
What in the world is he doing?
You don't think they're going to arm wrestle, do you, Tony?
Oh, Lord. The table's in the ring. Fans are standing. Referee says, wait.
What's he doing, setting it up for Cactus?
Well, they're in the wrong corner for you and me here, Jess.
Absolutely, we're getting sprayed with blood.
In the corner, both men just clinging on. There's the table.
There's a cover. No, 2 count.
Well, you are going to look like a doctor after an operation.
Well, at least I got my rubber gloves with.
The
Vader not knowing where he's at. Cactus spot. Whoa! He tries a sunset flip him.
Most of the fans here are standing in disbelief, Jess. The match continues. This is unbelievable. What can we say?
I don't even know if we can call it a match, Tony. It's just an out-and-out fight.
This is only a match fitting for Halloween.
Vader fires Jack back in over the railing. Vader's actually out with the people. Outside the railing.
Here he comes, and he got the chair with him. Referee cannot do anything about this.
Oh,
Lord. Jesse hit him with that chair, but also he took the legs of the chair, stabbed right down to the shoulder of Cactus Jack.
Get out!
What's that Harley's got? What was that clicking sound?
I don't know.
Harley Race was trying to shield the camera.
Race has got something.
Something in his hand. Whatever it was, he jabbed it back in his pocket.
Vader going up. Oh! And he hit Cactus. 1, 2, 3.
The
He's got 30
rest
seconds.
period has begun, and then we will continue the match.
Wow! Vader, the world champion, with an incredible moonsault.
15 seconds in the rest period.
And the match goes on.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The match continues.
Cactus has a 10 count to get, he made it. And now here's where Vader's devastating. Lefts and rights in the corner, shoveling them in on Cactus. Throws him out to the runway.
Race has the chair. Cactus bounces back.
Vader carrying him back up to the runway, back to the graves again. Oh, falls back with him. Oh. Whoa. That was 400 and some pounds.
Yeah.
Watch out for Race, too.
He broke some ribs here. He had to break some ribs.
Vader with the chair. He's measuring him.
It's amazing.
Whack.
Well, what can you say other than they're beating the hell out of each other?
Look at this, he's laying the chair down. Race has called for a DDT onto the chair. He hit it. Oh.
Look, Nick Patrick checking Cactus to see if he's still in it.
It's over, says Vader. Not only is it over, Cactus's career might be over. I mean, the guy's a loony to want to come back to this. Look at this.
All right, we got the trainer out.
Paramedics are out here.
Yeah, paramedic Chuck Taché, who's our trainer, is out. Checking to see if Cactus Jack can continue. They may stop this thing right now, and I think it would be good if they did.
Well, he's got the 30 seconds will be up. That gives him 10 more.
Vader pushing everybody out of the way. He's got the WCW. He threw the medical bag away. And the chair.
He's covering him. There's the official 3
The
count.
30-second rest period begins.
Rest period?
Yeah, it's a rest.
Kopetsky calls this a rest period?
It's a rest for all our fans. Fans encouraging Harley Race. Race, and what? He's got something in his hand.
10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Jack landed on the chair.
2, 1. The match continues.
Jack DDT'd Vader and landed back on the chair, Jesse. Both are down.
Jack's working his way up. What has Race got in his hand? He's got some electric prodder. He stung him with it. He got him with volts of electricity, Tony.
And Vader's up. Vader's up at 10. This match is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vader rose to his feet first. He wins the match, the Texas Death Match. Here is your winner, Vader.
Well, Harley Race had some sort of...
Whatever it was, he used it. Jack was to his feet as well. As a matter of fact, he's probably the first man to his feet.
Well, Race is paying for it now.
Well, Vader will win the Texas Death Match and spin the wheel, make the deal. But it's a miracle and a victory that Cactus Jack can even stand. Halloween Havoc 1993 was wild, wasn't it, Sir Jess?
Well, Tony, you're still breathing.
Yep. Fans, as Cactus Jack stands in the runway, bloodied, beaten.
But not unbowed.
But not unbowed, you're exactly right. We'll let you know that World Championship Wrestling's Halloween Havoc has been a treat for us, and certainly hope that you will join us for Battle Ball. There are new World Tag Team Champions again, the Nasty Boys. And for Jesse the Body Ventura, I'm Tony Schiavone.
You got hair underneath that, Tony?
Oh, we'll see you at Battle Ball.